Not every sticking point is an issue. Something has to be our weakest point, and oftentimes changing it just makes you weaker. Let's go over each cause of a sticking point and talk about why efforts to change them are often not worth said effort. Take somebody who has a really bent over squat. Thus, when they fail, it's because they pitch forwards to the point their chest collapses. Is it because of their leverages? Is it weak quads or upper back? Is it their bent over form? Let's go over each of these one by one. With leverages, it would likely be due to long femurs, or maybe their quads have poor insertions and aren't that good at producing force. Obviously, we can't change these. So next, we go to the muscular aspect. Could we develop their quads, make up for this weakness? Well, while building quads in a vacuum may help, everything comes at a cost. That time and energy we spent building our quads could take away from other time and energy we spent building, say, our posterior chain. And since our posterior chain is already contributing a ton to our squat since it's bent over, we may end up lifting less overall because we weakened a strength. And given our long femurs and poor quad insertions, a 10% strength gain in our quads may not as efficiently transfer as, say, a 10% strength gain in our posterior chain. Now, you obviously can and should train both your quads and posterior chain to get them stronger at the same time. Just don't go to the extreme of taking away from other muscles, especially as additional work will have diminishing returns of gains. Now, the other big one people try to do is change their form. Maybe this person with a bent over squat should try just squatting more upright so their chest doesn't collapse. The thing is, it's mostly beginners who actually benefit from technique changes that lead to a change in sticking point, not intermediate or advanced lifters. That is because with motor learning, we tend to self-select beyond the beginner stage into a generally efficient motor pattern. And beginners are the main ones who have massive issues that can be fixed with their form. Our bent over squatter trying to squat more upright will just lift less weight as they can't take advantage of their posterior chain, the more efficient motor pattern. A less major change, like say cueing driving elbows on the bar, may let them lift a bit more weight before their chest collapses. Their chest collapsing is still their same weak point, but they can lift a bit more. Compare that to a beginner who say might have such a bad start position with deadlifts, they can't even get it off the floor. But then they learn to place the bar over midfoot and pull the slack out of the bar. Suddenly they can get it off the floor, but now they just can't lock it out. Their sticking point changed because their motor pattern was that inefficient. So given how easy it is for form changes to not actually lead to us being more efficient, how do we tell when form changes are worth it or not? Well, any form change we try should feel pretty quickly better. Obviously, there might be a bit of a learning curve, but if something you're trying for a while isn't feeling stronger and you're sure you're doing it properly, it probably isn't ever going to be stronger for you. We each have different strengths and not everybody's meant to lift the same way. At best, we may get to a point where we get to a similar strength level with this different form, more just from not being as practiced with our old form because we've been doing a new one for so long, or just getting stronger in general, and thus we can lift as much with less efficient form. So that's basically it. Not every sticking point is worth trying to do targeted work to fix versus just getting stronger in general. See the pinned comment in the description for to contact me for coaching and my socials. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, thanks for watching.